Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to more Wheel of Wheels with the Wheel Master himself. Sort of. I mean, look, he's won a couple of them. Rhapsody.
I'm glad to be here. The Wheel Master. I don't know. I think that's you. You're the Smith as well as the Wheel Master.
I will accept the term Wheel Smith as my my name. Also, Will Smith is okay as my name. But Wheel Master, it seems a little. That seems a little cocky for me to call myself the Wheel Master. That said, if I win again today, although we all lost in the last episode, if I win today,
I think the view is lost as well.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen their reactions to it yet, but I guarantee they're gonna despise every second of it. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Fairly so.
I'm excited. I'm gonna spin this wheel, Raps, if that's okay.
Oh, please do.
Oh, okay. For those that don't know what the Wheel of Wheels is, and this is your first time seeing it, essentially, this is a wheel that we spin to figure out what wheel we're going to do. And Raps, do you know what that wheel is today?
I don't. It's on your screen.
That's true. That's how it works. It is the wheel of gungeon.
Ooh. Well, that's making me feel a little bit more comfortable here.
I feel not comfortable because you've kicked my ass every time we've done this, but that's neither here nor there. I'm all in. The wheel of gungeon is nothing to shake a stick at.
It's not at all. Also, my luck might be expended on the Wheel of Gungeon because I've got nothing but great stuff from it.
The wheel has been very kind to you in the Wheel of Gungeon. But that's okay. Sometimes, you know what? A little bit of luck goes a long way or something like that. That's what, Mom always said. Life is like a box of chocolates. As Mom always said, the Wheel of Gungeon is like box of chocolates. All right. Are you ready to spin?
I am. I'm entirely prepared.
All right. Then on the count of, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to say go, and on go, you're going to spin the damn wheel. All right?
All right.
3, 2.
Spun the wheel. Sorry.
Raps,
I got confused. You said 3. On the count of 3, you said 3.
I can't believe that you're the kind of person that would ruin such an amazing thing automatically, and especially because you cursed me in the process, and I'm on the wheel of poo-poo to start.
Well, I'm over on the wheel of passives. I just have to wait for it to load. There we go. Okay. Some of the wheels, just taking a moment to fire up here.
It happens to the best of us. I'm just spinning. I grabbed the Phoenix. I'm actually surprisingly okay with that. And I'm gonna roll on through here and continue to collect all of the various items I need to whoop your behind in this game today. Can't wait to be the robot because I just got battery bullets. It always seems to work like that. No matter who has battery bullets, we end up with the robot.
You have to. It has to be completely useless that you've rolled it.
Absolutely. Have you gotten any heat in your spin so far?
No heat whatsoever. Got a battle standard, and I'm going back to the wheel of passives.
All right.
So, I don't know. I could end up with a Junkin and then just junk every chest. That's what I'm hoping for.
I just got a Junkin.
Oh, gosh.
So, ironic enough, I suppose. But not the worst life that I've ever had.
Yeah. The Ring of Fire resistance isn't really exciting me here.
It's not incredible.
What the hell? I'm back to the wheel of passives again. It's just constant.
Hey, I mean, it's better to go back to the wheel of passives over and over than the wheel of actives that doesn't actually even exist, but it's better than going there, right? Maybe.
I think this one is slightly on the side of sponge. I would re-roll if I could, but I think it's correct to say it is the sponge.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm 5 items in, man. I'm collecting all my crap. My issue is the guns. I don't got no guns. I mean, you also have no guns. I just realized that, but
none whatsoever. No, I'm getting my first gun right now, but it's a bow, and it's literally the bow. Sweet.
I mean, it's a carry, I suppose. I just got 1 rainbow chest, so
oh no,
get a nice choice.
I feel like my time has come to lose.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit and, although I suppose actually spoiling the video went out like last week at this point because of the whacked up schedule we have. But this recording session, I've got one win on you already, so
Yep.
I'm doing okay.
I gotta try a little harder and get back on top here. Shotguns. All right.
I feel like I'm just abusing a sick man at this point.
Oh, come on! Shot grub.
Yeah, that's not great. I am officially done with my spins here. I think you're dying in the background, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I just died.
It's no worries. My run is really good, by the way, so I just want to, not to rub it in your face or anything.
Oh.
And if I don't roll the robot, my run is stupid good.
So, yeah, I'm really relying on my last two spins to be good, and they're not. My second last spin has been the wheel of poo-poo, so I'm going to go over there and check what's up.
Lowercase r carry?
I would take the lowercase r really happily right now. Oh, Phoenix! Cool!
Dude, twinning.
At least that's something for my battle standard to help if I get the synergy that gives me the Phoenix helper, that is.
Well, best of luck on the last roll that you have here. I'm sure it'll be great.
Wheel of bullets, so it could be.
Could be great.
Platinum, 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 platinum. Ghost bullets. All right. I gotta be honest. My run sucks ass so far. It's giving me a bad time.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty terrible. I'm not gonna deny that.
What weaponry have you got?
What?
What weaponry have you got?
So I have the gungeon and the phoenix and the shotbow right now.
Mm-hmm.
And spawning a rainbow chest, which will also probably be a gun, but we'll see.
Ouch.
I think you have to hope for Bullet as the character.
Either Bullet or Gunslinger would do me.
Gunslinger's not even on the wheel of characters.
Well, then Bullet is exactly what I'm hoping
now,
for.
that said, no, I'm not going to go edit the wheel right now and add the Gunslinger. I debated it because it would take like 4 seconds. But Paradox might be another one you could consider just because of getting a god tier start. But we'll see. We're going to spin, and instead we're going to get, the robot for the 400th run in a row. No, we are going to be playing as the Convict today, which is also terrible, but yeah. So sorry about that for ruining your life once more with a crappy character as well. We're gonna go set this up in game, much to everybody's chagrin, and we'll see you there.
Catch you around. And we're back. We've both launched into the game, and I have my I struggle to call it an arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, you got a terrible run is the best way of wording it.
It's pretty bad. How goes your rainbow chest?
I snagged a face melter.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I didn't really care for the rest of it, so I went with this gun's fun. And I feel a little bit bad for you. So
it's okay. I'll find something.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Oh, okay. I will count you down. 3, 2, and a 1. I go. So Raps, on a scale, we'll do this on a scale 1 to 10. I was gonna absolutely just jump into some miscellaneous garbage point in the first 20 seconds of the run, but on a scale to 1 to 10, how do you feel about your run right now?
Okay. So it has to be between 1 and 10.
Yeah. Can't be 0.
And is it absolute value as well? So I can't.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave a restriction on that. I want to see just how low this gets.
Well, I would rather die than continue playing this. So, about a 4.
Oh no, dude, 4. That's
Oh yeah.
4's fine. I've had plenty of runs in games where, like, I'm sitting at the -15 range, and that's considered good, I think.
I feel like... Oh, God. I'm not going to say anything about the mapping that's currently going on.
Did you go bottom left?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. 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 Did you also spend a key on the chest, too?
No.
Or not on the chest, but on the door?
Definitely not.
Okay. Because I did.
Did you get worth it?
Guess what was inside the chest?
I'm going to say sling.
It was 1 red heart. That was the worst part. Just complete worthlessness.
I've picked up my first actual weapon. Bundle of Wands. Let's go.
That's not bad.
Yeah. It's a pretty good boss weapon. It's a pretty good room clear weapon as well, actually.
Yeah. Are you fighting the boss?
No.
Okay. Well, neither am I, question mark.
Uh-huh. Somehow I don't trust that.
I am not fighting the boss. I'm fighting the manager.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Sorry. I did get the hierarchy confused there.
I was fighting the CEO and also his twin brother.
Right. That's I think that's me doing that at the moment as well.
Okay. It went well. But that's all I'll say. I feel like I'm giving away too much information to you.
No, I'm on the 2nd floor.
Oh, okay. How the hell did you kill the boss so fast?
Bundle of Wands.
That is
Ghost
true.
bullets.
I forgot about that beautiful bundle of wands that you had.
Oh. Those penetrative shots. Fire at both of them at the same time.
That's the good stuff right there for sure. So oh yeah, it's all you. It's all you. I want to know where this is going.
I basically need the gungeon blue. So it wasn't a beginning of a conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you do need it to survive. Although I don't know, my run's not exactly amazing. Okay, it's just okay. When I have gungeon, I'm set. But that ammo though is the issue there.
That's one of the things that actually is divergent between runs, the end of room drops. So, like, one person can just get completely ammo screwed where the other person doesn't.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. I don't want to complain because I know that your run is, like, light years worse than mine.
No, feel free to.
But it's not like my run's good. Like, the fact that my rainbow chest gave me face melter. Like,
yeah,
it's fine. Face melter's fine, but...
I barely even pick face melter up, if I
yeah.
have a choice.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a fun gun. Especially when you can do a little reload action on it, get a lot of shots in the room, you have a good time, but... You know, my other stuff, like
limiting my
shot
own
bow...
like
yeah, I don't know. That doesn't bother me. Then again, I know, like, nothing about Enter the Gungeon, so this is... I feel like all my opinions kind of... They should be taken with a grain of salt.
I don't know. I think you know some stuff about Enter the Gungeon. And I have to maintain that you are incredible at Enter the Gungeon, otherwise I'll feel bad when
I suppose that's fair. Alright, Rhapsody.
So how goes your 2nd floor boss fight?
It just went insanely well. Thanks for asking. It has a okay gun at the end of it that won't be being taken, but that's okay. I'm assuming you're already done with the fight as well.
Yeah, I'm the 3rd floor.
Yikes. See, that's the thing. Even you have a major disadvantage in that your run sucks. And you still have the major advantage in that you just know this game. And it's very easy to win a race when you know the game.
Yeah, it's I can oftentimes get into the complete flow state and just understand this game and speak its language perfectly.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is the same kind of thing that you'll be able to do with Isaac as well. Just turn your brain off a little bit.
I mean, oh god, yeah. I haven't paid attention in an Isaac video in about, I don't know, like 3 years. But, and I mean that like genuinely, sincerely. My brain is in autopilot every Isaac episode that I ever make. Which is why it's such an exact opposite of my brain in every other game. Because, I mean, it's just you don't... Once you've played a game for that long, you can't concentrate on it. Like, that sounds horrible to say, but... is there any game that, like, when you play is just like, I don't need to think about what I'm doing?
Yeah, Gungeon is like that for me a lot of the time.
Gotcha.
I wish Slay the Spire was like that, but you still, like, you can't just mechanically go through things like that and stuff.
Absolutely not.
What's the... There's another game that has like a ridiculous flow state that not Darkest. Sorry, it's Dark Souls.
Really?
Yep. When I'm on with Dark Souls, especially when like I'm practicing speedrunning, I do well.
Interesting. I'm gonna out myself real quick with something that I'm sure you're afraid of me saying.
Yeah. So you have never played a Dark Souls?
Never played a Dark Souls game.
Is there any particular reason? Do you not like action games?
No, I'm totally fine with action games. I have no interest in Dark Souls.
Ooh.
And let me even extend that. Let me extend that to I have no interest in any Souls-like game.
Ooh, it's a harsh stance to take. Is there a particular reason?
To me, a Souls-like game becomes a lot about just pattern repetition. And to me, there's other games where I would rather be following a pattern than Dark Souls. And this is one of those just like snobby, I'm a gamer opinion things. But any game where I have to turn up the brightness because I can't freaking see, I hate it. Like, with an absolute passion. And and I'm not going to say every, because like Sekiro was a little bit different. That game was a lot brighter at times. But most Dark Souls, Bloodborne, like all of them, take place in a dark castle where you can't see crap. And it's not my style of game. I like bright colors and unique, non-repetitive gameplay. So what do? I play The Binding of Isaac for 1,100 hours on Steam and complain about it 24/7, because that sounds about right.
I saw Penta's comment recently. Oh no, it wasn't Penta. Was it Woodsy? I don't know.
Might have been.
About the kind of Christmas is coming for Isaac content creators.
Oh, yeah, dude.
6 more months.
Yeah, Groundhog Day of content creating. Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. I meant to ask you, what have you seen about? I was about to say Enter the Bumbo, which has a completely different meaning. Let me tell you. What have you seen about Legend of Bumbo, and are you interested?
So I've seen exactly one thing about it.
Wow.
I try not to pay attention.
Okay.
Unless, yeah, I mean, I have enough things that I was already looking forward to at the time that I don't need another thing on my plate to look forward to.
That's fair.
But the only thing I've seen about it is that it has deck building roguelike stuff, and then I made that tweet. That's it.
Okay. So, do you want to know more about Enter the Bumbo? Because I'm going to tell you right now, is all I've really been thinking about for a few days. I'm insanely hyped for that game.
Okay, I want you to explain how a match 3 works in this. Because that's the thing that is a little contentious for me. A lot of people are talking about being a match 3.
Yep.
And I don't know. I don't know if I've ever played a match 3 that I didn't hate.
Yeah. And dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm almost as entirely with you on that as humanly possible. When it first came out, I was like, I am not interested. Even, in Ed I trust. Everything he's made, I've had, fun playing. But I'm not sure even Ed could save me and bring me to play a match 4 game. But here is kind of how it's going to work. So you're going to get equipment a la a Dicey Dungeons, so to speak. And to activate that equipment, you're going to have to match a certain subset of things. But then that equipment that is, mind you, like you can have, from what I saw, you can have upwards of like 8 to 10 pieces of equipment in your like main setup. So a lot of things synergizing with each other as a normal admin game would. But you would have things like, you know, forcing certain things to appear on the board so that you can then activate your other things. You know, getting the tiles to fall down so that you can play the next thing that you want to play that needs to be activated with something else. Like, it's bringing a full-blown strategy into a match 4 game. And that's when I was like, crap, this looks funky. Like, I'm going to be honest, I still am not positive it's going to be good. But just the entire concept of it, I'm like, is something that's never been done before. And that's like, you know, when I look at something like Dicey Dungeons, I'm like, that's a unique concept to use dice in a roguelike kind of thing. And like the first time I played Slay the Spire, I was like, this is a unique concept. I'm looking at Bumbo going, this is just weird, and I'm so in. Like, it looks like the flow of it, and the artwork and the enemy design, and I mean, it's an ed product, so it's gonna be well done. But
that's entirely true. I mean, but the way that you're explaining Bumbo is the same way that I feel about Dicey Dungeons, in that it's just like an old game of dice with the equipment and strategic layers on top.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. However, and I still stand by this with the exception of the Witch, who I think requires a little bit more brain juice to play.
Yeah, I'm doing real bad right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Witch is a ridiculously hard character. And unless you get like a complete game-breaking synergy as her, it's a struggle for sure. I feel like Bumbo is going to have, and this is not to say that Dicey doesn't, but I think Bumbo, just from me already looking at it, has more strategy than any character in Dicey Dungeons has.
Ooh. And
just because
also,
of how
I mean,
it
like,
works.
one of the biggest selling points for me is going to be being able to break. It's one of the things I've loved about Isaac for so long.
Yeah.
Because there's not that many degenerate things in Dicey Dungeons. I mean, there are degenerate things, but degenerate things I've tried to build have had some mechanic specifically stop them.
Yeah. And that's that's a pretty good. I agree with that. I haven't broken Dicey a lot. I've watched some people break Dicey. But I myself, I've had probably like 2 runs where I can say this is extremely broken. Like, I had a Witch run where I basically started every single turn with 4 duplicates, and then was able to basically just freeze every enemy's dice to infinity. Like, that was a really strong run, and I won it handily. And then I just had one where I was basically able to do 999 damage to every enemy on every turn, and it was fun. But other than that, I don't break Dicey often. But I think that's the nature of random dice rolls that kind of limit that. I don't see Bumbo being a game that is actually controlled by randomness. Even when you have random tiles coming down into your match 4 game. From what I've seen of the equipment and things like that, there's a lot of ways to manipulate the board itself. It's kind of, the board is just a medium for you to do a deck building roguelike. And that's where I was like, okay, it's not a match 4 game. It's your stuff is enabled by a match 4 mechanic. Your deck building is enabled by a match 4 mechanic. That's
okay.
That's where I was like,
more
okay.
comfortable about it.
Yeah, that's where I was like, okay, I'm in. But can I ask, what games are you incredibly excited for in these next couple of months if you have other ones on your plate?
I I'm gonna like immediately forget all of them because a large amount of them are like indie games that I just put on my wish list because it says deck building roguelike and has good art style or something like that. Like Iris, the deck building card game.
Okay.
Looking forward to that, but that I don't know if that's coming out particularly soon. What is it that just got its release date? Like 2 days ago?
There's a game called The Legend of Bumbo that just got a release date 2 days ago. Not sure if you've heard of it, but...
No, actually, why don't you tell me about it?
Good stuff.
How far are you on this run, by the way? Because I'm scared.
I'm on the 5th floor.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming you also are.
No. Fighting 4th floor boss.
Okay. I mean, that makes me feel better, but I will tell you I'm struggling because I haven't had an ammo drop in 3 floors.
I've also been missing those, and I just sold like almost all of my weapons to buy a weapon from the shop. So I could easily just start finishing the Door Lord here with my basic weapon.
Good. I mean, I have also been using my basic weapon on the 5th floor a good amount. I'm using the shot bow right now. That's how desperate I am.
I don't know. Come back to me when you're using the lowercase r.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad as well. But I have not bought an item or used an item, like used one of my 2 items on this run. So I'm kind of, I feel like I should at least go to the forge since I have 162 money. And now that you told me that you're on the 4th floor boss, I see no reason to not.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got an ammo drop, but so I now have the gungeon for my final boss.
Yeah. You probably got this one.
Yeah. I am gonna say this: there is a 0% chance that I can beat the Lich on this run. Like 0.5.
Are we going to the Lich?
I mean, we never do.
Okay.
But I know we normally like sneak it in at the end just for kicks and giggles. I will die on like the first room of the Lich fight.
Hell, I honestly don't think I would be able to make it to the Lich with this weapon set right now.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
So, I'm gonna say that Mercy Rule activate. Let's not do the Lich.
Okay. And that's a very kind... I'm also like, I might die before I even make it to the dragon.
I hate to say, but my fingers are crossed.
Yeah. I mean, I made it to the dragon. I got 1 heart. I think I'm just going to go for it. Like, I got half a heart, not even 1 heart. I'm just going to go for it. I might die, but that's the price I pay.
So I've already picked up my 2 item room chests as well, so hey.
Okay.
I'm done.
I finally picked up 1 because I was like, I'm not going to go to the end. I died. And honestly, it was on the easiest attack of the damn guy too. It was just fire breathing, and I just ate 1 directly to the face.
That happens.
It did happen.
I don't know if I'm going to die unless I just straight up get ammo starved.
Honestly, I'm just going to throw it out there. It would be pretty damn impressive if we have 2 episodes of the Wheel of Wheels and we happen to both lose both of them. That'd be a brand new low.
We could actually see how far can we go without getting anyone a win.
Yeah, honestly. It's
I like the idea of doing like a long format joke like that, like running a series where you every single episode just to make fun of people who are gonna constantly be pedantic about it.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, when I first started my Dicey Dungeons series, it's kind of how I felt. I was like, oh, I had Dicey Dungeons. I've played this game before. Can't wait to hop back into it. And then I lost my first 3 runs I did. And I was like, what is happening? Like, that felt pretty bad.
Yeah, that's there's a lot of very enthusiastic backseating I feel, in the audiences for those games.
Yeah. See, it's good because, like, Slay the Spire, and I'm sure you know about backseating in Slay the Spire more than anybody, but Slay the Spire, you get backseaters, but it's always like, they're like, oh, you shouldn't have played Equilibrium on turn 7 of the 2nd floor, 4th room. And you're like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. There's no way in hell that was the reason why I lost. Like, it was not that one singular action. There's some actions in Dicey where 100% you could be like, yeah, okay, that's the reason I lost. You know, when someone's like, oh, hey, dummy, you missed lethal on the fight against this guy that you died on, I'm like, all right, yeah, you got me. You got me.
It's another thing that actually like is a pretty significant difference between Slay the Spire and other games, in that in Slay the Spire you can make like 1,000 good decisions in a run, but people will pick the one that you made poorly.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing that made you lose, rather than the 1,000 ones making it possible that you could have even won.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. I'm not going to disagree.
Thankfully, over the course of the series, it feels like, you know, the people who would be more pedantic about that kinds of thing have just left. I don't have to deal with them.
I feel like they reached this point, and I also feel like there's a good amount of people that talk a lot of smack, but then they don't even own the game.
Yes.
And those are the ones.
I had a commenter who would continually tell me how to play the game, and then afterwards said, hey, Raps, I finally bought the game. And I'm like, what are you doing telling me how to play?
Yeah.
What?
The one that drove me the most nuts recently was I got a comment that it was a video in which I deliberately took the time to explain and walk through why I was taking Eve's Mascara on an Isaac run. And it was basically, I had a super high rate of fire run with already pretty high damage. And like, Eve's Mascara, 2 times damage multiplier, not really going to affect my tier stat that much for me to be concerned. So I went, look, it's a 2 times damage multiplier, you know, yada, yada, yada. Go into the comments of the video. Somebody goes, I don't know why you would ever take Eve's Mascara. It's the worst item in the game. And I was like, okay, first of all, did you watch the part where I explained to you why I should have taken it? They were like, yeah, it's a bad item. It's only a damage up, and it kills your rate of fire, so why would you ever take it? I was like, did you see the part about the 2 times damage multiplier? They were like, what's the big deal? There's like 15 2 times damage multipliers in the game. I was like, okay, there's like 4. And Eve's Mascara is one of them. And they were like, I don't care. Eve's Mascara bad. And I was like, what the hell conversation am I having right now?
Yeah.
Like, there reaches a point where you just give up on some people. And basically, the guy went on to say, I don't own Isaac. But that's, yeah. that was where that was getting to. I forgot that was where that started because I got heated in the middle of the discussion. But, yeah, he was like, well, I don't know. I don't own the game. And I was like, you're just the worst human being.
Actually, an inside baseball thing. Do you use the feature hide this comments on the channel?
It depends. Like, so for those that don't know, YouTube has a feature as a creator that allows you to just hide a commenter from ever appearing in your comments ever again. What the crap is this thing, dude? Wait a minute. There is like a leech sucking dude on the wall in this. Oh, I understand. It's most likely a synergy. He's sucking the secret room. We're all good. I figured it out.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay. I mean, he scared the absolute bejesus out of me, though. I have used that feature. It's, for those that don't know, it's a feature that allows you to hide a commenter. I said this already, but I forgot that I did. I've used it. But in the classic YouTube fashion of like everything else on YouTube, that feature don't work for me.
Oh.
I have hid many, many people from my channel, and yet their comments continue to show up and people still comment on them. I just don't care anymore about it. But
I wonder why that is, because I use it all the time. I gotta be honest, if you've ever given me like straight up non-constructive criticism and been rude, you got muted. I don't need to read that.
Yeah, see, Raps, you and I, we have a different mindset on not a lot in life, like except for the whole ice cream debacle. But I mean, go watch the Draft Champions if you want to know more about that. There's times where I enjoy the hate comments, because for me it's like, I don't know, who's the one sitting here with 34,000 subs on YouTube, me or you? And it's like, if you're a pitiful enough human being to sit here in this conversation and tell me I don't know how to play a video game, you know what? You win, buddy, and I can get a good laugh out of your comments sometimes and move on. And there's a lot of times where it's somebody, the ones that really get me, YouTube comments don't bother me, because half the time it's like, okay, you're probably just like a spam bot from Russia or something anyway. It's the people that come into your Discord. Those are the ones where I'm like, all right, you got like 4 seconds to stop being a jackass. And then they're like, haha, play abortion birth. And I'm like, all right, you're done.
Yeah.
So I guess I agree with you, but I'm gonna switch it to Discord, not YouTube comments.
That's totally fair. I've actually had quite a good experience on Discord so far, because it feels like people join my Discord at such a slow rate that they get immersed in the already preset culture of the people that are there, and the people that are already there are pretty damn nice.
That's a blessing.
So it feels like pricks kind of like self-select themselves out.
Yeah. So without like, I try not to get too negative, but I also do like getting inside baseball just to tell people. So my Discord has been raided before. And that, you know, may sound like, oh, a Twitch raid sounds like fun. No, I mean, it was actually horrible. I was sitting watching a movie with Anna. I believe we were watching one of the Marvel films, as I believe we've had this conversation in the past. And all of a sudden, I'm getting notifications from my moderators that are like, hey, we just had like 25 people join right now. And I was like, oh, that strikes me as an issue. And then I got another private message that was like, yeah, so your Discord invite link got posted to a spam channel that like has a bunch of people doing illegal stuff on it to begin with. And yeah, they've decided that they're just going to DDoS your Discord and take it down. And I was like, all right, I mean, this seems like a good time. So I had to like drop everything, put the place on total lockdown, delete all of my invites, make it where only people that had been on the server and like had a role could talk, like all of this random stuff. And it's funny because I ended up getting, there's like 2 or 3 people that I can still remember that came from that raid that went, this server is way nicer than this stupid spam server that I was a part of just for crappy memes. And like, they're now part of the community. So like, it wasn't all bad, but I can tell you that there are some absolute trash can human beings on Discord. Like, I didn't know that it was possible for people to suck that much, but
yeah,
it was
I've had a couple people, usually after I make some sort of slightly socially progressive statement in an episode, I've had enough people join the server and go, you know what's really fun? Nazi memes! No,
Yeah.
it's not!
Yeah.
Get hard banned, nerd!
yeah.
Well, that's the end of my run, by the way. 28 minutes.
You gotta love ending an episode on Nazi memes. Get banned, nerd.
I definitely don't have to love that.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, that dragon fight was like pulling teeth. I absolutely hated it. At the very least, hopefully I got some of the bad luck that's stored in the Wheel of Gungeon for me out of the way.
Hopefully that is the case. I'm also gonna like partially hope that you just have bad luck forever, because this was 150% my run to lose and I lost it. So I don't feel great about it, but
It's totally fine. I mean, because you have to push yourself to go as fast as possible, and that becomes risky. I had 2 hearts by the end. Like, I almost died in the dragon fight. I lost, like, I took 8 hits.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, I mean, fitting with the terrible run you had. And that's, you know what, Raps? Hats off to you. Mad respect. That was a terrible run you had. You made it work, and that's what the wheel is all about. People can say that the wheel is all about the funky, crazy, you know, oh, hey, it gave me soy milk. What was the crap that you had on the last video? Whatever the hell that garbage run was.
It was soy milk, my reflection, Ipecac. It was a good time.
Yeah, something like that. Wow, that is actually, like, way more horrible than I even remember. But,
It wasn't.
yeah, it's all about taking what the wheel gives you and figuring out the course of action to do with it. But
The best out of a bad situation.
absolutely. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode, though. If you did enjoy the Wheel of Wheels and you would like to see the Wheel of Dicey, can I get a hype for the Wheel of Dicey? Or force Raps to do the Wheel of Minecraft? Can we get a Wheel of Minecraft hype? Possibly. Thank you, Peanut Gallery, for the hypes in the back.
You were asking for some hypes. I went out and picked those hypes for you.
You know, I don't know what garden you got them from, but
The hype garden.
it was a very nice garden, I suppose. Then let us know, and maybe we'll add some new wheels to the Wheel of Wheels. That said, we still haven't experienced the Wheel of Slay the Spire, so not saying we're going to force it to occur in the next video, but there's a small chance we will. So, yeah.
If that's the kind of thing you're interested in, catch us next week. Same time.
Same place as well.
Same place as being, of course, this channel that you are currently watching on.
Yeah,
Whichever that may be. As well as the other channel.
It's a good chance it won't be on Rito's channel. It might be. I'm not going to leave that out of the question, but
It may be.
yeah. All right. That's going to do it.
So well.
All right,
Catch
yeah.
you all around.
Goodbye.